Hi everyone. I know it's been a long time, but I'm finally back. First of all, I just want to say thank you for staying loyal. Your support means the world to me, and I really appreciate you all being here. I'm so excited to start creating again. Today, we're diving straight into the incredible story of Mariam al-Astrulabi, a brilliant mind whose legacy deserves more attention. It's a story of genius, innovation, and a name that history almost forgot. Why does her work still matter today? So let's take a moment together. Whether you're new to the channel or have been here since the beginning, welcome. Let's get started. Through Persia and Harran, knowledge of the astrolabe extended beyond Syria, Egypt, and Byzantium, particularly during the Islamic Golden Age, where Muslim scientists perfected and expanded its use. As knowledge spread throughout the world, astrolabe production flourished in other regions, including in Europe via Andalusia, Spain in the 12th century. Today, the works of these Muslim scientists are scattered across various libraries worldwide, such as the University of Oxford and the British Library. This demonstrates the significant contribution of Muslim scientists to the development of astronomy. Mariam al-Astrulabi, also known as Al-Ijliyy bin Al-Ijliyy, is considered a vital link in the chain of Muslim scientists who advanced astronomical tools, which were eventually adopted and utilized by European scholars during the Middle Ages. Mariam al-Astrulabi was a prominent 10th century astronomer who lived in Aleppo, Syria, specializing in the craft of astrolabe making. Her expertise was rooted in a strong scientific tradition passed down by her father, who was also a distinguished astrolabe maker and refined the craft of creating these sophisticated instruments. Mariam learned the complex techniques of astrolabe construction from her father, Abu al-Hasan Koshar al-Ijliyy al-Astrulabi, who worked in Aleppo. Her father was an apprentice of Muhammad ibn Abd al-Nashalis, a prominent astronomical instrument maker based in Baghdad. Persian astrolabes are known for their great complexity. Nashalis himself is credited with creating one of the oldest surviving astrolabes, 927 to 928 AD. Through this lineage of teaching, Mariam inherited high-precision techniques from the Baghdad scientific tradition. Mariam's knowledge of astronomy did not emerge spontaneously. She received guidance from her father, Al-Ijliyy al-Astrulabi, a renowned scientist in the fields of astronomy, mathematics, and geography. Koshar al-Ijliyy was the author of several important books, such as al-Asturlabi wa Kayfiyat al-Malahai wa Idabarihi Allah al-Kamal wa al-Tamam, and al-Mujmal fi Usul Sinat al-Nujum. At that time, people who were experts in making astrolabe called a mechanical engineer. Mariam was the first woman known as a mechanical engineer in the field of astronomy. But not many articles or reviews that tell the story of the first female astronomer engineer in the early days of the rise of Islam. Although very little is mentioned, Mariam's story is well known in Europe. Among European scientists, Mariam was nicknamed al-Asturlabi. She is a brave and sophisticated Muslim woman in the world of science. As a result of his expertise and intelligence, many European scientists are oriented to him. Thus, the science of astronomy can develop rapidly as it is today. Al-Ijliy's contributions to the field of astronomy and navigation showcase the pivotal role of women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, even in historical periods where recognition was rare. Her advanced designs and astrolabe construction enabled precise calculations, aiding travelers, explorers, and scholars in understanding their place in the world. Mariam's success in the field of astronomy cannot be separated from his father's role. His astrolabe design technique is a secret. It was his father who was Mariam's main teacher in making astrolabe. But the design of an astrolabe also required Mariam to work with complex mathematical calculations and precision, but she gradually mastered the designs. This impressed Saif al-Dawla, the founder of the Emirate of Aleppo that encompassed most of northern Syria and parts of western Jazira. He reigned from 944 to 967 AD. Al-Dawla found Mariam's works very intricate and innovative. As her fame started to grow, he decided to employ her in the court in Aleppo. Besides this, she also helped develop navigation and timekeeping techniques during that time. While modern navigational instruments like maps were created by Europeans today, thousands of years ago, ancient navigational instruments were created by Mariam al-Ijliyy, changed the history of astronomy by inventing the astrolabe. You've been told that modern GPS is a triumph of Western space age technology, but the blueprint for your smartphone's navigation was actually forged in a 10th century brass workshop. The Persian engineering genius whose mastery of celestial mathematics changed the world. Without her handcrafted instruments, today's satellites would have nothing to guide them. The astrolabes established the foundations that led to the discovery of the GPS and used it to guide the planes. Modern scientists considered astrolabe as a device that helps to solve problems related to the old astrolabe made by Muslim astrolabe makers. This demonstrates the importance of this tool in the lives of Muslims, especially in determining the beginning of the Islamic month. Among the major achievements in the field of astronomy was the refinement of the astrolabe, an instrument used to observe celestial bodies and determine time with great precision. This tool has a crucial role in the daily lives of Muslims, especially in determining prayer times and the start of the month of Ramadan. Other than telling time, astrology is also one of the main uses of astrolabe, which included constructing horoscopes. First, the sky is drawn for that particular moment. Then, the astrologer began by putting on the horoscope signs of known zodiacs. The process repeats the process for stars below the horizon, and then calculating the division of houses above the horizon. Some astrolabes were tailored specifically for the purpose of dividing the houses. Astrolabes also functions as a handy astrological reference tools because it is engraved at the back of the instrument. Persians' astrolabes are a perfect example of this, as the lower half portion at the back of the astrolabe are full of astrological tables. A detailed example on the uses of astrolabes in the field of astronomy could be obtained at Chaucer's Astrolabe treatise. Some notable mentions in the treatise include the ability of astrolabes to find the declination of any degree in the zodiac from the equator, the degree of the sun using the ready for any date, the degree of the zodiac where any planet rises on the horizon, regardless of whether its latitude is north or south. To this day, Mariam al-Astrulabi remains an inspiration for girls and women at the forefront of science and innovation worldwide. Even when celebrating women's history at Cambridge University, Sandy Toksvig, a Danish Brits broadcaster, was invited to talk about the gaps in women's history, during which she mentioned Mariam al-Astrulabi. It is great to know a Muslim Syrian woman from the past who is passionate about astronomy. She is a role model for millions of girls and women across the world who also want to make a mark through scientific research and invention. The astrolabe he developed was not only beneficial for Islamic civilization, but also became an important milestone in the history of world astronomy. With the same spirit, today's Muslims can continue to explore knowledge and create innovations that are beneficial to humanity, as has been exemplified by previous Muslim scientists. The Al-Quran consists of many scientific and experimental clues in astronomy, stars, moon, and cosmology. Al-Quran contains 30 chapters and 114 surah. Each surah concocts of many verses. There are more than 1,160 ayat, verses, in Al-Quran that tells us about the stars, moon, and cosmology. The 43 verses talk about Earth, planets, moon, sun, sunrise and sunset, twilights, dawn, day and night sky, stars and navigation, extreme, zodiac, lunar calendar, the relationship between solar and lunar calendars, cosmic era, expanding universe, Big Bang, and Great Crush. So, as knowledgeable and intelligent people, we should use these verses as a guide to study the Al-Quran and astronomy in greater depth. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. وهو الذي جعل لكم النجوم لتهتدوا بها في ظلمات البر والبحر قد فضلنا الآيات لقوم يعلمون. Surah Al-An'am 97. And he who created stars for you, so that you can take it as the guide to light up in the land and sea. Indeed, he explained his greatness to the people who know. During the era of Islamic civilization, the astrolabe knowledge and information have been developed and well expanded throughout the world. With that rapid development, there are many researchers and scientists that came to lean and master this knowledge. This has showed that Islam civilization has success in being one of the sides that modernized the world. Muslim civilization had succeeded in leading to become the model of reference for the building of human civilizations even till today, including in the discussion of the continuity of the astrolabe as a multifunctional astronomy instrument. The theory and knowledge surrounding the invention of the astrolabe have greatly aided the advancement of the modern world, both present and future. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to explore the story of Mariam al-Astrulabi with me. I hope you found it inspiring. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, don't forget to like and share. I really appreciate your support. See you next time.